Hi, I'm Ruth Whittington of RX Communications, and we attended SCOPE, a conference for clinical operative executives, for the first time this year, trying to learn about patient enrollment and patient recruitment. And there were around about 2,000 people at this conference, and we actually managed to hit its 10th anniversary. We've done a series of quick videos of some of the key people we met at the conference, just to give you a taste of what it was like. Micah Lieberman of Cambridge Health Tech Institute was the visionary who actually founded SCOPE, and his dedication into making this conference a success is evidenced by the growing numbers year on year of the people who attended. Hello, I'm here with Micah Lieberman, who is the Executive Director at Cambridge Health Institute, CHI?
Cambridge Health Tech, right.
Cambridge Health Tech, beg your pardon. And he is the founder of SCOPE. And we are here at SCOPE for the very first time. Which,
thank you for being here.
And they're celebrating their 10th year this year. So, Micah, can you just tell us a little bit about SCOPE and what you try to achieve with it?
Sure. I think that's a good question, too. I always try to start with what is SCOPE. A lot of the people who are here have been here before. And they've been coming back year after year. It's kind of a community, and I'm grateful for that. But there are a lot of new people because it's grown. So SCOPE stands for the Summit for Clinical Ops Executives. And we started it really, truthfully, 11 years ago, but officially it's 10. Because what it was in the beginning and what it is now, it's really different. So it began as a gathering for execs. There were a lot of kind of clinical project management conferences.
Yep.
There's a lot of training out there, and it's all great. But there was a need to kind of gather the heads of innovation, the heads of clinical ops, the people who were struggling. There was a lot of change happening. There was new technology. And I think it was important to kind of bring those people together.
Yep.
And so there was a need. We saw it, and we kind of started kind of attacking topics like individually. We had a patient recruitment conference. In the old days, it was an EDC conference, right?
All right.
Sounds old-fashioned. And then gradually, as you know with industry, these things started coming together and integrating. So SCOPE grew. And our approach is always relationship-based, and it's also really topically based because our conferences kind of seem narrow and deep, and they are, in the sense where if you look at SCOPE, it is almost 2,000 people this year. I think we were like over 1,800, and it's kind of gotten bigger, and some of the original attendees are like, oh my God, it's too big. Because they go to their association meetings, which are huge, and they still want to connect with people like them.
Yes.
So what we've been able to do is to grow this community. The topics have changed, but we have been slicing and dicing it. So some of the complaints are, I want to go to room 1. I don't want to, and room 2 has a good talk. I'm like, that's a good problem to have. If you have 2 rooms you want to go to, cool. But our approach is to really dig down, have people who are senior, have a lot of experience, and are really at the forefront of innovation in clinical trials, design, management, operations. We want them to present their work. It doesn't have to be work that is done. They could be halfway through a 6-year project. They could have failed and gone back. I want to hear those stories, and so do my attendees.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's grown, it's changed, but if you look at the agenda and you start breaking it down, it's rich. You've been here for 3 or 4 days. We're day 4, really.
Yeah, you're day 4. Actually, I have to say that somebody that I met just here at SCOPE is going to write you an email to congratulate you for how you've managed to place little bits of the patient right the way through the program. And she puts it down to you and the fact that that's one of your real strong, focuses. And
that's nice.
It's very, very impressive. Very impressive, nice. and we found it very impressive too.
Good, I'm glad you're here. And also, I think on Monday we had the Participant Engagement Awards, which year 3, those are starting to happen. Smaller companies doing innovative work, bigger companies doing innovative work to improve their outreach to patients.
Yes.
Because historically, maybe we haven't been as good as we should have been with some of this, right? So the patient voice has been spoken about a lot. And there's not enough of it yet, but there's more and more, and it's being spoken about. These companies are trying to integrate that. So it sounds so simple, but they're trying to integrate. I mean, that's their customer ultimately, right?
Yes.
They're trying to integrate their needs into not just clinical, but they're trying to pull that back into all drug development, right?
Yeah.
And it seems so simple now. Like, why haven't we been doing this? But it's happening, and I think these people get it. They're the ones pushing it back into the R&D, right?
Yeah.
So
I actually agree. I think one thing that Therese J said profoundly, I thought, was that scope is bringing the humanity back into the process. It's because companies are so lean, trying to be cost efficient, trying to be cost effective. There may be one person only who's trying to do a whole heap of roles, that they know they've got their own objective, but they lose sight of the people that they're actually connecting with, and that's what Scope seems to be doing, bringing it back in.
Yeah, and I do think one of the benefits of the I agree. Part of it is also, I feel bad for some of these people. Let's say you're at a company and you have a project going for years and years. Then budgets change. There's a merger. There's an acquisition. I mean, your life's turned upside down. You know, it's not. This is kind of. I think Jim Cremidas from ACRP had a great panel, and it was a site, and we have our technologists, we have our pharma people, our biotech people, we got a hospitalist, we got a patient, an advocate. We have these different perspectives, and he jokingly said, "Hey, clinical research is a team sport." And that was a great, and at the end of the panel, they all kind of did the football and break, It was funny, but it's really true. There is there's a lot of voices, a lot of needs, and in some ways, I think these people, things are not moving fast enough. They get it. For outsiders, sometimes, the pharma and biotech, these are life science companies, highly regulated, dealing with really serious things. Things maybe don't move as fast as we want, as compared to other tech. Versus a fast iterative process, putting products out, beta testing, bringing them back, getting customer input, going again and again. I think we can learn from that. And obviously, that input has to really come beyond regulators, beyond, it has to come from the patient. So, this is a great group. This has been our best year, too. And not only because the number of attendees, not because the exhibit hall was amazing and everybody's having a really good time and, nothing went extremely wrong. It was good. But, I just felt, I don't know, if I look back 10 years, it's like, I don't know, I see some of these same people, but they're doing a good job. They're pulling it forward. Again, never fast enough. Myself or my father or my kids, whoever is suffering from a rare disease or a common chronic condition, none of this is fast enough.
No.
But it's happening.
Thank you very, very much.
Hey,
we appreciate
thank you. Thank you, Ruth.
Okay, take care.
Okay, bye.